Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Amir and very good evening to Madam Mahani and my fellow classmates. Today I would like to show you my meaningful object, which is this book right here. The name of this book is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I bought it when I was 17, right after SPM. And it cost me 49 ringgit 90 cent, and to be honest, it's kind of expensive, but it's really worth to read. And honestly, I'm not really a fan of reading a novel book, and that proves that how good is this book. The reasons why I choose this book as my meaningful object are because of the story and the moral values. My first reason is the story. Briefly, the story is about a young boy named Augie who was born with a natural deformed face, and how he handles all the obstacles and judgments of people around him. This book has the best plot and character development to be compared with the other books that I've read. This book is also easy to relate so that readers can actually be in the same place as the characters are. By means, if the main character feels sad or crying, we will be in the same place too. For example, taken from the book, when Augie overheard one of his classmates talks how he doesn't need any costume because he already has a natural deformed face. So Augie ran to the bathroom and sit on the toilet and cry, and that part really hits me, and I actually cried with him, and I felt how hurt he was by those mean words. Moving to the next reason, the moral values, this book really teaches me how to appreciate and not to be judgmental towards other people. It also wakes me up from how insensitive and hypocritical I am before. It brightens and changes up my perspective. And in addition, I love how the author made Augie the bigger person to forgive the bullies instead of the antagonist character to do it. I inspire to be this brave and mature in real life. In conclusion, this book has to be the best book I've ever read, and that's why it's really meaningful to me. Because of the story and the moral values captivated my heart. From a passive novel reader to an active reader. It's amazing how a novel can change one's perspective and to be a better person. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a good day to Madam Mahani and all my friends. My name is Syafiqah Binti Daud and I'm from Band 1C. And today I'm going to talk about my favorite item. I'm going to show you something. So what is my favorite item? Well, although I'm turning 20 in a couple months and I'm already considered as a young adult, I still have a toy plushie, which is my favorite item. So I didn't bring my toy plushie today, but my favorite item, which is the toy plushie, is a dog, and I call it Prince. I bought Prince in IKEA Cheras almost a year ago during my second semester in foundation studies. Keep in mind that I have quite a big collection of plushies and soft toys. So the first reason of why this is my favorite item is mainly because I have always wanted to have a dog. But since I am a Muslim and dogs are haram for us, so therefore, this dog plushie is an alternative for me to have my own dog. Plus, Prince is very cute. Although it might sound crazy, but my second reason is because I wanted to have a companion to accompany me, just like a little kid would want. Surprisingly, most of my friends back in Asasi would love to hold him and take pictures whenever I bring prints, when I go out and see them. Most probably because they think he's cute. This doggy plushie brings out the silliness in me. It might be a little odd to some people, but I don't mind what people want to say. Prince is very precious. It's a very precious item to me, and it is also full of happy memories. And here's a fun fact that's not really fun for me, but I would cry if I misplace him or someone hides him from me. I would cry. So that is all about my favorite item, my doggy plushie. So thank you for lending me your ears. Assalamualaikum and have a great day.
Assalamualaikum and greetings albeit to everyone. My name is Nurul Dalila Khairunnisa Binti Lutfi from Band 1C. I'm here today to give a speech about my most meaningful object, which is tablet computers, or tabs for short. Mine was Lenovo IdeaTab A3000. It weighs around 340 grams and 7 inches in sizes. The reason why I chose tablet as my most meaningful object is because it's due to its portability. It is much smaller and lighter than most normal computers, which make it even more easier for us to carry around. The second reason is because it functions the same way as normal computers can, and we can even use the same software application that we use in normal laptops into tablets, which make it much more easier for our daily life. The last and the most important reason was because it was my first electronic present that I received from my mother at the end of 2013. I took care of it well because it lasted for about 3 years because it malfunctioned at the end of 2016. Thank you for lending your ears for listening for my speech, and that is all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello there everyone. I'm Nurul Binti Noorashid, and today I'll be talking about my favorite item, which is my Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Liquid Foundation. So wearing a foundation is a part of my makeup routine. Therefore, it is very important for me to find the right foundation for my skin in order for me to get perfect looks. I have been using this foundation for about 2 years. I first bought this foundation at Sephora Queensway Mall Penang in 2015. This foundation comes with a small pump and translucent cylindrical plastic body. The great thing about the pump is the liquid is very thin and one pump is enough for my entire face. I sometimes feel like a lot of foundation get wasted due to the amount of the pump dispenses. The reason why I choose this foundation as my meaningful object is because the quality of it and how it works with my skin well. So firstly, the quality of the foundation. Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Liquid Foundation is a brightening and all-through liquid foundation. This foundation claims to have a light to medium coverage in order to give you a natural complexion. Moreover, it comes with a broad spectrum SPF 25 protection. SPF stands for the protection grade of the UVB filter. PA stands for the protection grade of the UVA filters. The highest standard of sun protection rating is a 3-star PA rating. Benefits Foundation has 3 stars, which translates to the highest level of protection. Next, this foundation comes in 9 shades of color, which means it is really easy for me to find my perfect shades according to my skin color. I have a fair complexion and the petal shade matches me perfectly. In addition, it contains vitamin C and E to support anti-aging. Secondly, I am in love with this foundation because it works with my skin well. It has the dewy finish, which is perfect for this time of the year when I feel like my skin needs some glow. Moreover, when I wear it, it does not feel like I am wearing a foundation, which is amazing. Next, the coverage is good for me as I don't have any problem with my skin, but if I do have a breakout, it is viewable, so I can get more coverage. To be truthful, this is the best foundation I have ever used. I don't have to use a lot to get a perfect look. Last but not least, I'll never go back to any of my previous foundation because even though it is quite pricey than others on the market, but I think it is worth the money. In conclusion, this foundation has become my favorite item because it suits my skin well and it helps me to look more confident in my appearance. I know some people might say that true beauty should come from inside and women can still look nice without makeup, but for me, by wearing makeup, all women will be looking more confident and presentable. In order to have a perfect makeup, all women should start with finding the right foundation. And I am grateful that I finally found my right foundation. Thank you.
A meaningful object may be defined as a possession that one likes to be with at whatever time. Most of us have at least one object that is significant and meaningful to us. It can be anything, either a wedding dress, a fancy ring, or even our smartphone. A lovely day I bid to everyone who is watching this video. My name is Muhammad Anwar bin Idha Nawawi and I am from Band 1C. And speaking of an object that I love the most, actually I have tons of them, but I would say that the most meaningful object or possession for me is actually myself. But before I proceed to my speech, I would like to remind you that I am not being narcissistic, self-centered, or even self-obsessed. I just want you to know that every one of us is precious, special and beautiful from the tip of our toes to the deep of our soul, and we deserve to be respected and loved with every single beat of his or her heart. Describing myself on what, why, where, and how did I get myself from, it's simple. I was made up of pure love between my parents. I found out myself as a meaningful object because of tons of reasons. And first and foremost, it is because I am loyal towards myself. I teach myself on how to be a loyal person. While people come in and out of my life, only me and myself stays loyal and love myself. Some people aren't loyal to me. They're just loyal to the fact of their needs of me. Once they don't need me or I could not give what they wanted, they dump me. So I learned lesson to always putting loyalty towards myself as a priority so that I can be a better person. Secondly, I consider myself as meaningful because I am a gift from God. God has created human being with perfection without any flaws. Love yourself as you have been blessed with the skin, bones and face you're in. So wear them comfortably and confidently. Being human is given, but keeping our humanity is a choice. We have to learn to appreciate ourselves and be excited about the privileges of simply being human being and be thankful for what we have now. And this is tremendously meaningful in my opinion. Last but not least, I spread positivity and love to others. You'll never make yourself any better by tearing others down or spreading hate and negativity. I love to make everybody feel like somebody. Making the world smile and happy is so great and satisfying for me. Remember to always be happy because there is no one else who have the same smile and love as yours. I hate to judge people by their appearances or personality. And never ever judge someone without knowing the whole story because those who spend their time looking for the faults of others usually spend no time to correct their own. And that is why by spreading positivity and love, I found that myself is meaningful. In conclusion, I reiterate once more that the reasons why I chose myself as a meaningful object are because of my loyalty towards myself as a gift from God, and myself to spread love and positivity. Remember to always live your life to the fullest and prove to everyone that we, every single human being in the world, are meaningful and powerful to the society. Thank you.